What's going on, everybody? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to do the Ladies of Fire reading. All right, this is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius ladies. All right, the women of fire. Now, anybody can watch the video, but this is directly for me pulling on the energies of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius women, the feminine energy. All right, it's going to be a general read, so please take what resonates with you, leave the rest. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below. Let's see what we got going on for the women of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, for the month of April 2022. All right, let's see. I'm going to put a few cards out, different types of cards. There's going to be very little actual tarot cards used. I'll use tarot to clarify, but I'm going to be using other tools of divination for this reading, all right? All right, let's see. All right, that's one too many. I just need one. So we're going to have 3 columns. The first column is going to represent what's going on in your private world, your personal life, whether this is something that just only you know, or it's just something that a few select people know that you're dealing with or going through or thinking about. And then the middle column represents your career, money, and finance. The third column, if I can get it out, because I'm shuffling and nothing's coming, is going to be your love life, your family life, and your social life. And I will show you guys the cards. So please bear with me in reference to the camera and the way that it's set up. I am rearranging things as far as my setup too, so work with a sister. It'll be temporary. All right, but let's get the cards out here. There's going to be a few cards that we put out, and then we'll get into the reading. I hope everybody's doing okay. Happy birthday, Aries. Happy birthday, boo. I hope you're enjoying your birthday. Hope you guys got to do something cool. Let me know if you did something fly or dope, or, you just chilled. But hopefully you enjoyed your birthday if it happened already. For those of you who got birthdays coming, I got a cousin whose birthday is on the 16th. My nephew's birthday, I believe his was the 23rd. So yeah, I know a couple Aries, dope people. But shout out to you and happy Aries season. Hope everybody's doing all right. All right, let's get this last card out here, and then we'll talk about the columns. We talked about the columns, right? So let's talk about the rows. All right, so the top row represents the current situation. The middle row represents the challenge that could be affecting you. And this bottom row here is going to represent the possible solution that you could implement to take care of what could be challenging you. I got the window open, sorry. Ain't nothing I can do about what's going on outside. All right, so let's get into the reading. Women of Fire, all right, for April 2022. What's going on in your private life right now? So we have the Lincoln Memorial. The challenge in your situation is being exhausted, all right? A possible solution to you resolving this exhaustion would be for you to tap into your 8th house energy. And let me get my little, all right, now I got my life together. All right, so sorry that the camera's sideways, but just listen to the message, right? So the Lincoln Memorial, this is what's going on in your private life. So with the Lincoln Memorial, this is an energy to me that talks about, Lincoln. If you think about Lincoln, Lincoln had a choice. He was trapped between, the North and the South in reference to one of the things that he had to do was abolish slavery because the nation was at odds with one another, right? So he had a major choice to make. Or he was trying to please both sides, but it was very exhausting. So I feel like for you, you're in a position where you're trying to please both sides of a situation or a scenario, and it's really exhausting for you to do that. Very difficult for you to do it. So what the universe is telling you to do is to implement 8th house energy. Now, 8th house energy, what is that about? That's all about transformation. So it's out with the old and in with the new, right? Letting something die so something new can begin. And so the thing is that you're exhausted because if it's like you're trying to avoid a change, or you're trying to keep something from changing, or you're trying to put yourself in a position where you don't have to make a choice, but you're going to have to make this choice, right? So let's get a little bit clarity on this choice here. or this decision that you're going to have to make, or maybe you want to be free of something. You know, Lincoln is also famous for freeing the slaves. So with the Lincoln Memorial here and exhausted, maybe you're just tired of working. All right, you could just be very tired, or something you're working on is putting you in a position of feeling exhausted, feeling drained. You know, look at this horse, like just being overworked and tired and stressed, right? Well, let's get a little bit more clarity. This could be your job, it could be a relationship, it could be your family dynamics. Something is stressing you and just putting you to the point where you are exhausted and there's time for change. All right, we have that clarified with the lover energy in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, this could be about a lover. Okay, this lover, this relationship that you've been in, it's exhausting to you. It's very tiring to you. You could be tired of going back and forth with arguing, bickering, trying to be on the same page with this person, and it's just not working. Clarify this lover energy in reverse for me, please. Here's where I'm going to use tarot here. Yeah, we had that clarified with the Four of Swords energy in reverse. Yeah, you're very anxious, not really being able to concentrate. This is all that's on your mind. Yeah, this person is stressing you the hell out. All right? They're exhausting you. They're making you tired. Now, let's see in what ways here you're exhausted. What can you tell me about this exhaustion? It could be that, and even if this may not be you, this could be a friend or a family member who's confiding in you in reference to the relationship that they're going through, and the relationship could just be very stressful, and you could just be tired of hearing about it. It's just stressful, you know, or maybe you got involved in someone's situation here, but it has something to do with a lover, okay? Clarify this exhausted energy. Talk to me about this exhaustion. Yeah, we have, okay, the Ten of Pentacles came out. Well, actually, the Ten of Diamonds and the Ten of Spades. Yeah, the Ten of Diamonds and the Ten of Clubs. So this translates to the Ten of Cups, and I'm sorry, I'm bugging. The Ten of Diamonds translates to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Clubs translates to the Ten of Wands. So you're at a limit here. Okay, you got two tens that came out. I was only pulling for one card. But you are at a limit here with this Ten of Pentacle energies. This could be a marriage, a relationship that you're in. It could be also just a family dynamic. It may not be someone that you're married to. It could be your family members, like your people that you were, the family you were born into. That could be just stressing you the hell out. Okay, or like I said, it could be a family member and their lover. Like, you know, you may have a daughter who may have a boyfriend, and this boyfriend is just driving you bonkers because he's driving your daughter bonkers. So it could be something like that. But with this Ten of Wands energy here, yeah, you're tired. You're done. Stick a fork in you type done. Now, what the universe is telling you that you could do to resolve this issue is to tap into your 8th house energy. So, Aries, your 8th house is, of course, 8th house, Scorpio. There's no planets in there right now ruling it. And then we have Sagittarius. Scorpio is your 12th house. Okay, so that's in your subconscious energy. So these could be things that are going on behind your back. You may just feel anxiety in reference to something's not right with this partner. You just may not be able to put your finger on it, but the way they're behaving, the way they're acting, it's like something's going on, and you just can't really figure all of it out 100%, but you know something's up. Leo. Scorpio is your 4th house. So that has to do with your family. So for Leos, this could be a family dynamic, an actual family dynamic, or someone you're married to. Any of you could be somebody you're married to or in a relationship with. But this is how this energy is affecting you. The opposite of Scorpio energy is Taurus. So Taurus is ruled by Uranus. Well, not ruled by Uranus, but Uranus is there right now. And Uranus is all about surprise. It's all about rebellion. So some of you need to tap into that opposite polarity of the 8th house energy, which is the 2nd house. And right now, that's where Uranus is. And Uranus is all about rebelling against what's going on. So for some of you also with this 8th house energy, this is all about you closing things down, shutting it down, bringing it to an end, all about transformation, you know. Some of you may have a North Node in Scorpio or a South Node in Scorpio, because you know the South Node right now is in Scorpio. But let's get some clarity on this. But it's about transformation, letting something die, letting something end, letting something go, because you're already at the 2 tens, okay? You're already exhausted. So yeah, we have that clarified with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is all about being true to yourself, right? Being true to you. being loyal to you and to what you feel is best, being honest, being sincere about what you got to do. You know, the Ace of Pentacles, that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if we're talking about Taurus, like I said, the opposite polarity of Scorpio. All right, so this is all about you rebelling about in reference to what's going on and letting it go, going through the transformation of letting it go. All right, the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, if it's Virgo, this is all about, you know, you really trying to figure out what the best thing to do. How can you fix the situation? Because Virgo is all about how can I help? How can I fix? If this is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. If this is Capricorn, you know, Pluto's there right now. Pluto rules Scorpio, which rules the eighth house. Okay, so it's all about you letting something go, letting it die so something new can come about because this is no longer serving you. All right, so let's get clarity on this Ace of Pentacle energy here. Where's the cards that I want to use for that? Okay, we'll use. Oh, I didn't even clarify the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of. So we got the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. Again, this is about family, about loyalty, about trust, okay, respect, trying to fix a situation. But let's clarify this Ten of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles. Some of you live with this person here. Here's the Five of Wands, competition, fighting, arguing, all right? If this is not going on external to you, this may be you're conflicted within about the situation, about what to do. Again, that Lincoln Memorial energy, Lincoln was conflicted in reference to what choice, what decision to make, but things were never going to be the same. And with the eighth house energy of Scorpio, change is here. Things are not going to be the same. So, you know, you may want to be in control of that change as much as possible here. So let's get clarity on this this Ace of Pentacles, and then we'll move on to your career, money, and finance. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles here. Give me a card for this Ace of Pentacles, please. All right, Ace of Pentacles. That's one too many. All right, so we got that clarified with the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this is nostalgia, realizing with the Six of Cups in reverse, this is letting go of the past. It came out in reverse. And the Six of Cups is also Scorpio energy. So I feel like this is heavy, you using the Scorpio energy and the Taurus energy, rebelling with that Uranus and Taurus energy that we're experiencing right now, rebelling based on what you feel is your self-worth, your self-value, what you feel is loyalty, you know, you being loyal to a situation, to a fault, to a certain extent, and it's putting you in a position where you're exhausted and tired. So if this is what you're experiencing, the universe is telling you it's time for you to let go, right? To take yourself out of that worry, because it's going to, you know, with the Scorpio energy, it's going to happen regardless. So you fighting it, you know, it may not be a benefit to you to do that, but you know, you do what you feel is best based on what you got to do, right? But just know that change is here, okay? And there's not really much you can do about it when the Scorpio energy shows up. It's gonna happen. So some of you may be fighting against that, and that might be what the issue is. Now let's talk about your career, money, and finance. So we got the little boy here is the current situation. The challenge in the situation is regretful, being regretful about something, right? And what you can do to change that regretful energy is tap into, okay, here we go, more Scorpio energy. So again, Leo, your fourth house, Aries, your eighth house, Sagittarius, your 12th house, okay? So it's very important that there's change going on in your life, okay? Now, this could have something to do with work as well, okay, this first area that we were talking about, because we are dealing with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So this could be, you know, maybe you don't love your job, okay, and you're trying to debate on what you want to do. It's stressing you out. You may want to leave, right? There could be conflicts at the job that you just, you know, it could be conflict within and conflict at the job. And so you're trying to realize, look, it's time for me to go. So some of you, you know, that's a hard pill to swallow. So you may start filling out more, you know, filling out applications, or maybe considering starting your own business or what have you. Now, with this child energy here, this doesn't necessarily have to do with the child, but it could. Some of you may run a daycare, okay? Or maybe some of you are regretful that maybe you didn't open a daycare, okay? Some of you may be regretful that maybe you didn't send your child to a particular school. That could be the case, or maybe you couldn't afford to send them to a particular school. But with this scorpionic energy here as the solution, This is also is talking about transformation. There's some type of change here where maybe you're going to have to take your child out of the school that you're in and you're regretful for doing it, maybe because you don't have the finances to do so. Or there could be some other things going on where it's like, okay, I don't want to have to take them out of the school, but I got to. Maybe it's because of the tuition, because this is under career, money, and finance. So if you're not working in the school, this could be about your child in the school. If this is not about a child at all, this could just be youthful energy, being youthful and enthusiastic about something. But the challenge is you may not feel youthful, enthusiastic about it because there could be some regret in the situation. And the regret could be, that situation has to change. But let's get clarity on that and see what this could be about here. Let me grab this deck. So again, we're looking at your career, money, and finance for the fire sign women, Aries, Leo, Sag, for the month of April 2022. All right, so we have the howdiness energy here. So this is about being proud, okay? Being proud, standing in your grace, in your beauty, in your positive energy, just being proud of who you are and what you represent, and flaunting your, your energy, right? That's what the peacock energy is. So some of you, maybe you feel, hold on, let me get clarity before I speak on all of that. Some of you may be proud of your children, as far as what they're doing in school, or maybe you felt that, okay, yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Let me clarify that wheel before we go into that. Yeah, there's something that's not going in. There's something that maybe you should have took a risk on. So some of you, it could be that you may be frustrated that you took your child out of a particular school, or that you weren't able to get your child into a particular school. And if this is about you running a school or being a teacher, for some of you, you may be proud of your students and they're doing the work that they're doing, but maybe your feeling is there's something about a risk with the world energy in reverse, or the Wheel of Fortune energy in reverse. That's Jupiterian energy. When that's in reverse, Jupiter is the energy of good luck, good fortune, taking risks, expansion and growth. Well, when it's in reverse, it's the opposite. So there's no expansion, there's no growth, there's no taking a risk, or you took a risk and it didn't work in your favor, or you were afraid to take a risk. What's this wheel in reverse? Some of you, maybe you didn't believe, maybe this was something that you went through when you were a child. Maybe you feel as though, okay, I could have been more successful as an adult had my parents believed in me and, put effort and interest into my education, right? And we have the Three of Cup energy here. So there's reuniting of sorts, or there is an energy of, because this is Mercury and Cancer. Mercury is all about the processing and understanding of things. All right. Cancer is, so some of you could be having some regrets about the way you were raised, the schools you went to, not being able to go to the school that you want, and not being and not being in a position where you are not able to do that for your child. So some of you could just be looking back at what's going on with your financial situation. Like I said, it could be something going on with your job, and you could just maybe be regretting not going to school for something, or not pursuing something the way that you wanted to, because you're regretful about it in some way, shape, or form. Let's clarify this regret energy here. We got that clarified with the Seven of Clubs. Yeah, some of you are, this is internal. It could be internal because, again, we got the Five of Pentacles here, which could talk about an internal battle. But with the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, it could be external to you as well. But I feel like for some of you, this is going on internally. But let's get some clarity on that. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. That's one too many. What's the Seven of Pentacles about? Sorry, I dropped the card, y'all. One sec. Yeah, so we have that Seven of Wands clarified with the Nine of Coin energy in reverse. Okay, so what it is for some of you, you realize the potential in your child. You see the potential in them, okay, as far as the schoolwork and what they do. And for some of you, you could be in a position where you're like, yo, I wish I could put them in a better school, or yo, you know what, I got to get this bread up so I can put them in a better school. If this is not about a current child that you have right now, it could be you are a teacher and you're trying to get funding from the school so that you can put these children in a better position to be able to do what it is that you need to do. Some of you, this Wheel of Fortune, that could have been a bid or a grant that you may have tried to apply for, and maybe you didn't get accepted, or you have to apply. It's like a lottery. You know, some of the schools do that, where there's a lottery where certain children are picked. Um, for others of you, if this is not about you working at a school and trying to get the funding to get the curriculum that, you know, is up to par and up to status so the children can excel, this is an energy of you maybe regretting back in your childhood that you didn't go to better schools. You know what I'm saying? That you, if you would have went to better schools, maybe you feel like you would have been in a better position to be able to afford and be independent, financially, or, you know, just make better money where you're able to do the things that you wanted to do. So some of you could be feeling that. It just depends on what resonates with you. But we have the Scorpio energy here. This is about letting that pain go, because Scorpio energy is all about the drama, the stress, the aggravation, the turmoil that came from it. You know, and a negative aspect of Scorpio is regret. It is remorse. It is dealing with the damn shoulda, coulda, woulda, wish that would have happened type of thing. So the universe is telling you you have to let that go in some way, shape, or form. Whatever way works for you, however you have to do it. But you got to let go of that so that it doesn't hold you back. Clarify the Scorpio energy, please. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords came out in reverse. Yeah, see, not stressing yourself out about it, not beating yourself up about it. Some of you could be, like I said, actively trying to get this bread up, so that you can, you know, do this for your children. And or if you are an administrator or a principal or someone who runs or is involved in running a school or school district, you know, you could be stressed about getting this bread up from the, you know, getting the grants from the states and what have you, especially if you're running a school. What do you call those schools? The charter schools, where they only get a certain percentage from the states, but the majority of it comes from, you know, other money, you know. So some of you could be, you know, concerned about that and stressed out about the schools and what's going on. But I do get an energy of you trying to make sure your kids, whatever way you look at it, is in the best school possible for their growth. Now let's get clarity on the Nine of Swords in reverse, because I feel like, once you make the change, you won't be stressed anymore, or you feel like once this change occurs, then, you know, things will be a bit better for your children, right? Which makes sense. Yeah, here's the Page of Wands. So some of you are going to get some good news. Some change is coming soon in reference to this situation. So maybe you did put your kid into a lottery, or you did, you know, submit money for a grant or for funding. Maybe you wanted to open up a daycare. Okay, and so some of you may not have the funding and you could be looking for that. Some good news is coming soon. All right, with the Nine of Swords in reverse here and the Page of Wands here, you're not going to be stressed about this situation for much longer. Change is definitely coming. Okay, and when we're talking about Scorpio, also keep in mind we're talking about other people's energy. And a lot of people don't realize that children will fall under that. Children fall under the fifth house, of course. But when you talk about scorpionic energy, it's the result of you and somebody else's energy that's merged. So you and your man's energy is merged. What happens as a result of that? You have children. So children do fall under, the eighth house during certain situations, especially like during divorce or separation or things like that. So, you know, that could be the case. And then Pluto deals with other people's energy. So there's other people involved in the situation. Also, Pluto deals with, and Scorpio deals with administrations, like government officials, like taxes, um, that type of thing. So, you know, like I said, it could be something that has to do with schooling, or, you know, living in a certain tax environment or a certain school district and all that type of stuff. All right. So I do wish you the best with that, you know, no matter what, way that's affecting you. Now we're going to go on to talking about what's going on in your family life, your love life, and your social life. So we have this mountain energy is the current situation. The challenge in this situation is stress. Damn, fire signs, what's going on with y'all? There's a lot of aggravation and stress going on in different areas of your life. And I'm sorry you got to deal with that, but let's see what we can find out as far as maybe what could be a possible solution. So the possible solution to this situation is implementing the Leo energy of the sun. But let's see how this works out. So the mountain energy is stress. Like when you look at the mountain, it's like, okay, you gotta ways to climb, you know, and it is not easy to climb a mountain. And then when you get to the top of it, it's like, okay, you accomplished it. So I feel like for some of you, you're trying to reach that goal. All right, the top of the mountain is the goal. You're trying to reach that goal, but the challenge is you stressed the hell out. Stressed out. Now this has to do with your family life, your love life, or your social life. Okay, so in one of these areas here, you're experiencing a lot of stress. Now with the sun energy, this is all about, it's saying being, okay? So when we're talking about the sun, as far as a possible solution, this is about self-awareness. This is about your life force. So I feel like for some of you, you need to take care of yourself, okay? Because the sun represents your life force, your energy. All right. Some of you are just going at it, going at it. You got different things going on in different areas of your life that are tagging at you. Some of you really need to start taking better care of yourself in some way, shape, or form, getting better rest, exercising, eating as best you can. Um, Trying to stay out of situations where it ain't got nothing to do with you, minding your own business, doing your own thing, not worrying about what's going on with everybody else. If it ain't bringing no money in your pocket, go on about your business. You know what I mean? Because it looks like you got a lot on your plate here, a lot on your plate. Clarify this mountain energy for my fire sign women. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, we have surprise energy in reverse. Yeah, so it's no surprise that you were stressed out because of what you're going through. You already know what it is. You're not surprised, like, oh wow, this is gonna be, the difficulty of what you're going through. And so let me get more information on that. Okay, we have that surprise energy. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. It's like a situation for some of you, you're in a situation where it's a no-win situation. Some of you may have climbed up a hill or a mole. You may have made a a mountain out of a molehill. And now, as a result of you making a big deal out of something that really wasn't, it could be causing you some stress. And it could have been because of your ego. That's for some of you, not for all of you. For others of you, there's a situation here where you're surprised. You're not surprised that it's difficult. It's like, okay, well, of course it would be difficult. Everything else is fucking difficult. Why wouldn't this be? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's stressing you the hell out just the same, you know? But let's get some clarity on that, on this stress energy here. Tell me more about this stress energy for my ladies of fire, my women of fire. We got the Two of Swords. Yeah, so you're just trying to figure out what to do. I feel like part of the reason you're stressed is because you're trying to take into consideration everybody else's feelings that are involved. Um, but usually with the Two of Swords, if you're trying to take in the people's, sometimes to me with the Two of Swords, because that's Libra energy. That's the moon in Libra. The moon is all about emotions and feelings. The air sign with Libra is all about balance. Trying to balance everybody's emotions and feelings so you don't offend one person without offending the other. And I feel like that's what you was doing over here with this Lincoln energy. Like I said, Lincoln had to make a choice, right? The north or the south, trying to please both. So I feel like this column may have a lot to do with what's going over here. But yeah, some of you are in a position where you just feel like you can't win. No matter what you do, you can't win, right? And so you're trying to figure out, okay, what can I do to make it even so that everybody's good, so that everybody gets what they need and I get what I need too. But I feel like you're the one who's losing out in some way. So we got the stress energy and the Two of Swords clarified with the Six of Swords and the Page of Coins in reverse. Now I was only looking for one, but two came out. So yeah, the Six of Swords is about you trying to move away mentally, because you come from the Five of Swords reverse, and then here's the Six, right? So the challenge is you getting to the Six because you're stressed here, and with the Page of Coin energy in reverse here, with as little work as possible. Okay, but there's something that's very difficult. Okay, with this Page of Coin energy in reverse. Now, the page in a coin in reverse means something that's difficult. It also means that there's some disloyalty here, but it could also mean that, there's something going on with your child or your children. They could be in a terrible school district or terrible school system, and you're doing whatever you can to try to get them out of that, or to try to get them, to a better school district. Maybe you live in an area where the schools are not too savory, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I get my child in a better school district? So for some of you, that could be the uphill battle that you're experiencing, and no matter what angle you go, it's a problem. So this could relate to that situation, but if it's not about a child, it's just about not putting in work into something, because the Page of Coin or Page of Pentacle in reverse is an energy of not putting in any work, not wanting to um, go any further with this situation. And so what the universe is telling you is to implement the sun energy. So this is to take care of yourself. Uh, the sun is about, you're going to get happiness. You're going to be able to, experience the joy that you need to experience, but you're going to have to move away from this energy that's putting you in a position of lack and stress and strain. Clarify the sun energy, please. We have that clarified with the Seven of Swords. So this is all about, you going through something personally, not maybe expressing what it is that you're experiencing, or whatever it is that you're happy about, or whatever it is you're trying to get happy about, it may behoove you to keep it to yourself and not let anybody know what you're planning and what you're doing, so that you're able to bring this into fruition. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah, we have that clarified with the death energy in reverse. You dealing with death, Scorpio energy heavy. It's time for transformation. It's time for change in your life, okay? And in a lot of areas. And so you're stressed out because I feel like you're not recognizing that. Like if everything in your life is giving you a headache, you really got to stop and look at the common denominator. And this is hard talk, harsh talk. What do you call it? Tough love. But when everything around you is caving in, it's time for change. And you have to stop and say, okay, everything is crazy right now. Why is that? Because it's time for change in this area of my life. So let me go ahead and make the moves I need to make. For some of you, you're holding on to something that is changing. You're fighting for it. You know, that fire energy, you fight for what you want. And that's how you are with that fire energy. I know, because my whole chart is ruled by Mars. So trust me when I know, when I tell you, I understand that fighter energy, do or die. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to fight to the death. But what I've learned as I got a little bit older is that you have to pick and choose your battles, because when you go in, you go hard. And you know what I mean? And it's stressing you and draining you the hell out. And you're trying to go hard in different areas of your life. So you're going to have to stop and say, okay, not my monkey, not my circus, right? And determine what is going to work for you and what's not, and why. Why is this stressful to you? Because what? There's some change going on that you don't like and you need to make moves. All right, well, what moves do I got to make? Okay, well, let me fight to make those moves, and opposed to fighting to keep things the way that they are when I see change is coming. You feel me? So for some of you, that might be, it's just changing your perspective on things and understanding you got Scorpio energy on each of these areas of your life. Transformation is here. Change is here. Clarify the Scorpio energy in reverse. Clarified with, the High Priestess energy. Yeah, your intuition has been telling you what's up. It's been telling you for a minute, and you may have been ignoring it. Clarify this with, with the Temperance energy in reverse, that there's imbalance in your life. Whatever's going on is not conducive to, what it is that you're aspiring to be, or where it is that you want to be in life. All right, these are major arcana, so I'm just trying to clarify. The Three of Wands in reverse. Things are not going anywhere. You're going to be at a standstill until you change the situation. All right? So I want you to get rid of that damn headache. All right? Get rid of these headaches. Get them out your life. Life is too short. Do what's right by you and your children and keep it moving, okay? Let's see what we got with divine timing. Let's get some divine timing energy out here. Women of fire. I don't know, it just came to me as, ooh, ladies first, ladies first. I don't know why it just came to my head, but shout out to Queen Latifah. All right, so we got the one day ago. So for some of you, one day ago may be significant to any of these situations that went down. And we have Aqua season, Aquarius season. So Aquarius season is like from January 19th through February 20th, something like that. So from mid-June to from mid-January to mid-February is Aquarius season. So something significant in reference to these situations could have happened in Aquarius season, or it could be something moving forward is going to happen in Aquarius season to come. We have in a past lifetime. So some of you could be dealing with a karmic situation here. That could be why it's time for change, and the Scorpio energy is really prevalent with what's going on with you. This is something that you've experienced in a past lifetime. You may have failed that test in the past lifetime, and so it's being presented to you again for you to pass it. Okay, so it could have to do with this lover situation, or it could have something to do with something that happened in your childhood. All right, and then we got 2020. So 2020, it could have been Aqua season 2020, okay? Something significant about 2020. All right, so let's look at your money, baby. So as far as money, what we're looking at is, okay, you have your normal monthly expenses, right? So if you're going to have to spend extra money, what are you going to have to spend it on? And if you're going to get extra money besides what you normally get in monthly, where is that money coming from? So let's see what's going on with your money section. That's one, that's two, let's get one more. What's going on with the money for the ladies of fire? All right. So we got, okay, so we got financial advisor or broker. So for some of you, you're going to be looking for a financial advisor or financial broker, or you already have one and you're working with them in reference to getting your dough up, switching your financial situation around. That's what's up. Okay, who going on vacation? Can you take a sister with you, please? Somebody going on vacation, but some of y'all need a vacation. You do. I see all this stress. If you can go, sis, go. All right. If it ain't no more than 2 days, go. You need this. All right, this is going to feed you. For some of you, you're with the financial advisor and the bank and the broker because you're working on your credit score. So some of you, finances is a problem. That's what's causing your situation and your circumstances. And so you're making moves to get that taken care of. And that's all you can do, boo. As long as you're making moves towards it, everybody makes mistakes. Shit happens. Some of us have crazy credit scores, but the thing is you're taking responsibility and you're like, look, what can I do about this? I need to fix it and it's gonna be a uphill climb, but at least you're working on it, and all you can do is what you can. Take it one day at a time and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You can't rush it, but as long as you're, taking proactive steps and you're moving forward and laterally and not backwards, all you can do is, all you can do is take the time to do what you need to do. Let's see what's going on with love. Now, love and sex. This could be family love as well, but it ranges anywhere from, we're talking about situation, like one night stands, situationships, relationships, all the way up to been married for 20, 30 years and got, 4 great grandkids. All right, so we talk about everything in between. All right, let's see what we got for love. We got leap of faith. So some of you, there's a leap of faith that you want to take towards a situation or a person. Perhaps you're looking to take a leap of faith to get out of this situation. For some of you over here is where this relationship situation is. Some of you want a commitment and you may not be getting the commitment you want, or you're in a relationship with somebody or a situationship or whatever the nature of it is, however you want to label it, where you want out. You're not happy. So take that risk. Do what you got to do. Right? Some of you may be living with someone, and so you're trying to get your financial situation together so you can bounce. Okay, got you. Makes sense. All right, let's see what else we got. But yeah, you want to focus on self. Okay, do what's best for you with that sun energy. Now, the second card that came out here is spiritual lesson. Yeah, see, some of y'all, this was karmic because we got the past life energy that came up. All right, past life energy. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, in a past lifetime. So some of you are dealing with a karmic relationship that you need to bring to a close. It could be a family's dynamic here, or it could be a lover. And then we have soulmate. So for some of you, this person, like I said, soulmate in past life. Soulmates you can meet in this lifetime and you can connect in this lifetime. It doesn't necessarily mean that this soulmate is somebody from the past. I feel like this spiritual lesson is somebody from the past. And I feel like other people that you're dealing with could be soulmates, but it could be a combination of both, okay? So take what resonates for you. But under the deck, we have integrity. Does this situation align with your morals and values? Now, some of you could be dealing with somebody who's married and who's not going to leave their person. Okay, with this 8th house energy, the Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with someone who's married. All right, I know Aries was dealing with that heavy. Okay, not saying all Aries are dealing with that, but I know the last couple of readings I was dealing with Aries. There was an issue with third party situations and somebody being married. So for some of you, it's just a matter of letting that situation go. You could be the one who's married and your partner is just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not doing right by the connection, and you're still there. Some of you could just still be there because of financial benefits, and so that could be why some of you are, looking into financial advising, financial advisory, or your credit store, so that you can go ahead and set your life up outside of this person because they're not doing you right. They may provide for you financially, but that's it. They're driving you crazy otherwise. All right, let's get some other advice here. All right, women of fire, April 2022, Aries, Leo, Sag. What messages of advice do we have? All right, Yin. So this is all about listening to your intuition. Okay, with that yin energy, listening to how you really feel. Listen to what your body is telling you when you're in these situations. Like, when you're arguing with this person, what is it that you're feeling on the inside? Are you really feeling that this person is not understanding you? Are you really feeling disenfranchised, that they're doing you dirty? Are you just really feeling that, there's just a communication issue? What is it that you're really feeling? Listen to your intuition, and go by what it's telling you. The hell what everybody else got to say. The hell with what everybody else got to say. Because you the one that got to live with this. You know what I'm saying? What other advice do we have for my women of fire from this deck? I need 2 more cards, please. Yeah, so leap of faith, we have yin. So let's listen to your intuition, take that leap of faith and go. Now we have spiritual lesson, and that's clarified with in between worlds. So for some of you, you already know what time it is with this situation. No one has to keep beating you in the head about what this person is doing. There's no need for you to keep watching readings on how this person is doing you and what they you already know what time it is. Now it's time for you to transition. So you see, this is about transition. And again, like I said, all 3 of these sections have Scorpio energy in the resolution part, meaning that there is time for change. This is time for change. What was can no longer be. And you fighting it is what's causing stress. One more card. Clarify the soulmate energy. There's one too many cards. Clarify the soulmate energy. Thank you. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. You see the number on this card, number 13. You know that's the death energy, right? Fork in the road. All right? So with this soulmate that you're dealing with, for some of you, this soulmate is someone that you met and connected with in this lifetime. For others of you, it could be a past life situation that you're dealing with a family member, and then this soulmate, or for some of you, this soulmate, I don't want to get too, you know what I'm saying. It's just apply it to how it works in your life. When you're dealing with a karmic, shit don't change. No matter how long you've been with this person, no matter what you try to do, whether it's a family member or friend, shit don't change. So you know who the spiritual lesson is, and you know who it is that you need to walk away from. Now let's take a look at this leap of faith and yin energy and see what we get with that. All right, so we got this and that are true. It came out in reverse. Now, this is an interesting card. I really like this card because it deals with the reality of a situation. It's like, yeah, I've been with this person for this long. We have these kids together. We have this house together. We've built this family. But the yang is this person constantly cheats on me and they disrespect our family connection. And they've been doing it for years. So it's like this and that are true, right? Now, when this and that are true come out in reverse, it's like you're staying around for the wrong reasons. You're staying in the connection for the wrong reasons. You're fighting to stay in a situation where the universe is telling you it needs to change, and you're not allowing that change to take place. Take that leap of faith, listen to your intuition, and do what's best for you. Let's go with the spiritual lesson in between worlds. We have Peacock, let it shine. So this is also about that sun energy, okay, that we had over here. This is similar energies here. This is all about doing what's best for you, not being overshadowed. Here's another card here that talks about letting you shine, okay? These cards are all about letting you shine and you standing in your fire energy, doing what's best for you, right? Don't let anybody try to dampen your spirit or your energy or your fire because they can't handle it. Some people can recognize the fire, but they can't handle the glow. They can't handle the flames. And for some of you, this is what's going on here. So don't, feel that because this person is doing you a certain way and not treating you the way you deserve, that, there's something wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you. It's just this is a spiritual lesson that's been presented to you, and the universe is trying to wake you up. Hey, you deserve better. Leave the situation be. It's a fork in the road. It's time for you to make the decision, okay? You want a real soulmate to come in, you got to let go of this spiritual lesson, right? So for some of you, to get the ideal mate, you got to let go of who you're with. All right, let's get one more. One more for my women of fire, okay? That's 2. Just one. Just one. Just one. All right. So we have dream the world into being. So what you want to do is you want to think about what it is that you truly want. Once you leave the situation behind, because this is going to represent a major change in your life. I know the screen is sideways, so for some of you, I don't know if you could read it. I don't know if it's this way. But at any rate, it says dream the world into being. And this is all about that fork in the road. So it's a decision you're going to have to make. What is it that you want? You know, what is it that you dream of? What is the ideal life that's beneficial for you? Right? And so at that point, you're going to have to decide. Start thinking about what you want. Start using your intuition and your imagination with the high priestess energy here and the yin energy. Start using your intuition and using your imagination and start thinking about what it is that you want. Maybe some of you have not taken that leap of faith yet because you haven't even decided or even imagined what your life would be like outside of this situation. It's time for you to start thinking about that because there's a lot of change going on here that you're not going to have any control over. The universe wants you out of this karmic relationship, and they're going to do whatever they can to get you out of it. And you have to, understand what's going on and understand when that's what's happening and not fight against the universe because it's just going to wear you out. For some of y'all, your health is in jeopardy because you're trying to fight a situation that's really pulling on you. And it's just my job to tell you that, if you keep going in this route, it's going to have a negative effect on you. And I don't want you to, have to go through that. Sit down and think about what's going on and why, and then make the best decisions for you and go get it, Mom. Go get it. All right, that's what I got for you, women of fire. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If it resonates with you or someone you know, make sure you click that like. Please support the channel, support the algorithms by clicking the like button. If you want to leave a comment on how it resonates, feel free to do so. I would love to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. I think I'm going to do, who am I doing next? Women of Earth. Okay, so if you want to check me out in about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, I'm going to cleanse the area and cleanse the cards, and I'm going to come right back and do the Women of Earth. I'll talk to you guys later. Happy birthday, Aries.